everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Bryce and today is Saturday, April 5th. I'm out here at my grandma's farm right now. Mackenzie and I just went to an auction and I picked up the new to me bale feeder. I kind of got tricked. There was like 6 of them on there and I knew this one was broken and I forgot about the auction at the last minute. I went on there and there was like 40 seconds left, so I bid on one quick and I bid on the one that had wood on it. So it's a little beat up, but I mean it's sturdy. So, and I think I got it for a fair price. So I just got that back here to the farm. I'm just gonna hook the trailer because now I'm gonna take my pickup to Byron and I'm gonna be buying some oats from somebody because I'm just about out of oats at home. Last night I drug a wagon over there, and so I'll just go hook up the wagon, pull across the scale at the local elevator, and then go load oats and then weigh full. And then later this afternoon, a friend of mine is coming out, and some of these calves didn't get dehorned, so we're gonna burn the horns off just so that's done while they're still young and before it gets warm out. So yeah, that's what we got going on today. Hello boys and girl. I suppose I forgot to tell you, and I also failed to record when I brought these guys over here, but all my calves are at the farm now. So I started with just the 5, and then I had these jerseys and this little heifer still at home, and then I figured I might as well just move them all over here. So they're out here on the cement in front of the barn, and they're able to go into the barn right here. Got that bedded down with corn stalks, and then I brought 2 of my feed bunks over to feed them out of just because they're a little small yet to eat out of the big one here. And then we got a water tank over there. But yeah, they're looking good. So like this guy right here, he's got little nubs coming, so we're gonna burn them off today just to get rid of them. We don't need horns. And then I threw just a junk bale down for them to lay on and enjoy outside, and then a somewhat decent hay bale to chew on. I also have some small squares I made that are in the bunk inside here. There's just a small feed bunk up there I got hay in as well, but I'm pretty happy with where they're at right now. I also think today at some point I might bring the old cow back down here just because I think she's lonely, and I don't know, she makes a lot of manure too, and I'd rather not pitchfork it. So like I said in the previous video, I did mix up feed and I just brought it over here, dumped it on the floor. My brother works at Menards just right up the road, so when he comes to work, I've just been having him feed him once a day. But since it's a weekend and he ain't working, I'll give him a couple pails right now. So I just put a pail full in each bunk just for adequate bunk space, but it seems they're all favoring this one at the moment, but they'll figure it out. Mackenzie and I took a little pit stop, so had to park next to the big dogs here. A couple of junkers all lined up. What do you think? All right, got the wagon all hooked up, so now we're gonna pull across the scale right under the loadouts there, and then we'll head over and fill her up. All right, so we are 8,200 pounds with the wagon and the dog and my big fat girlfriend. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. She didn't even know what to say.
I'm eating a Big Mac right now.
All right, so we got our wagon load. It's not completely full, but it'll get me by for a while. And I don't know if Mackenzie got any footage, but what he's doing right now is cleaning his oats pretty much with a grain vac. So he's sucking oats out of the bin, and when you use a grain vac, it spits out all the fines and the chaff, and that increases the test weight of the oats. So it's pretty noisy around the bins there. And now we got to head back into town, just past the blue water tower there, and get our full weight. So there's our wagon of oats, and we weigh 12,240 pounds. So if you subtract our empty weight, that means we have 4,040 pounds of oats on the wagon. So I don't know how much a bushel weighs. So we're gonna have to go figure that out when I write the check. But we're on our way back now. So I had Mackenzie look up what a bushel of oats weighs. She said 32 pounds. So 4,040 times 32 is 126. At $4 a bushel, it's what, $504. So that's what I know. All right, so we got the wagon of oats home. I got the trailer hooked back up. The cow was loaded up in the front, and all the remaining feed I had is in the back. Loaded up. Cow's up front. There she is. Hello. Well, we made it. Do you know where you are? Huh? This is where you were born. Oh. My brother came and he decided to feed the calves. I already did it, but it's my fault I didn't tell him, so I just drug the feed bunks out of there. All right, let's go on in here. Let's see if you're gonna behave or be a bully. Come on. Well, would you look at that? That's where she belongs, back home. This is where she was born. There's a 50% chance she was born right in that building. Otherwise, she was born in the pasture, but we'll see how she behaves. If she's gonna be mean, the trailer's here, we'll bring her back home, but it's wet and she's making a mess of the yard she had to run around in, so we'll see how she does here. So right here we have 10 calves plus the cow, so that's 11 head. And then over at her place, I have a milk cow as well as a red and white heifer. So I got 13 animals I own, so pretty cool. There's the culprit that fed my calves. But yeah, he's right. I didn't tell him. I should have told him. All right, so it is now 4 o'clock here now. I didn't show any of the burning of the horns off just because I was busy helping. But essentially what we did is there's a tool you plug into the wall and it's about that big around. It glows red hot. You want it hot. And you put it around the little nub of the horn they have, and that's going to burn through the nerves that pretty much of the horn. So you're killing the nerves. The little nubs of the horn are then going to fall off. So it's a pretty quick, easy process. We did, 5 of them. All 3 of the jerseys we did. And then a couple of the Holsteins, they had the paste on, but it didn't work fully. And they were either just had one horn or they were starting to grow back. So it is now Sunday, about 11:30 right now. I just went and got a haircut, so that feels pretty good. But I came out to the farm, fed these guys, and just checking on them after what all they went through yesterday, and they looked pretty content. I fed them before my haircut, and now I came back. Everybody's laying down, chewing their cud. You can see where the horns were burned there. So those little nubs should fall off here in the next week or so. I'm sure Grandpa's smiling down right now, seeing that I got cattle back out in his lot in front of his barn. It's a pretty cool deal. All right, so next thing that we're gonna do here is put oats in the bin. So like I said, or maybe I haven't said, the oats are like right there in the bin. I don't think it's all gonna fit, but we'll do our best to cram it in there. So I got my brother here helping me today. I think it might all fit. We're gonna get it all in and then have room to spare yet. That's a good problem, I guess. I didn't want to have to deal with a wagon with oats in it yet. Maybe I spoke too soon now. About half full right now. Little over half. Well, we had a good ways to go yet. Well, I'm happy it all fit, and now I know when we get to that level, I know I can put at least that much in, if not a little more. Well, that, guys, is a good job done. Did a lot of stuff this weekend. Getting kind of tired, but I think I still got enough motivation in me to pick up where these calf huts were and go spread that little bit off in the field. But I think we're going to call it a video. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you want to see more. We'll see you next time.